Shot, I see the enemy. Gospel after moving ghetto deep. Had to bring it to the lake for the world to see. Yeah, about it. I think I'm Master P. Feel like the last done. I built a masterpiece. I hear the demons talking. I think they after me. Y'all niggas Pharisees. I think I'm Maccabees. Yelling Illuminati. I think I'm Machiavelli. Feeling like Malcolm Little. That's what the captain tell me. Feed your spirit food. Just let it pack your belly. Feds hating the camps. I think they tapped the celly. I'm in the wilderness. I think I'm John the Baptist. They want to burn my Bible. I told my mom to stash it. They hear it in my music, cause every song's a classic. The flow is addictive. I let it calm the addicts. You lacking the faith, Ripley's, believe it or not. I study all the time. Yeah, I got the cipher on lock. We was in the streets, used to keep the heater on cock. Now I'm building the church. I think I'm Peter the Rock. I'm bad about it. I think I'm Master P. Feel like the last.
Shalom, shalom, Yahawah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rahah, Qadash, which in the Pele Huber tongues, created the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sincere brothers that's laboring in this truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. Man, thank the Most High, all praises to Yahawah, Yahawashi, for setting up righteous elders for us to know how to do this thing. So, as you can see, Yahshua, that was the Passover. The second group was Sakari with all the guns. You can see dude got the gun at the Passover. How off is that? And that first group, I want to say that was GOCC. I'm not sure that first camp was. It seemed like GOCC, something that they'll do, but I'm not sure on that. You know, you can do your research, but those was two camps showing you their Passover, which was this, it looked like a festival. You know, they're not doing the Passover right. They shows that these Israelites did not come out of that worldly spirit, that plantation Christianity. Like Jake always want to do a festival. The Passover was not a festival. It's a serious, you know, high holy day to put Israel in remembrance to when Yahawah got us up out of Egypt. And hey, I want to thank the elders, man, for teaching us how to do this. Now, we just did our Passover. We're now into the feast of unleavened bread. We eat unleavened bread for 7 days. And, you know, you can look on my page. We did our little Passover, you know, nice little thing. And that's all thanks to Yahawah setting up elders to teach us how to do this thing correctly. Because those was two examples that was not good. I'm looking like, why you got reggae at your Passover? Everybody partying. And this devil get down to come down. He getting ready to come down with great wrath. This devil getting ready to mow Yahshua down, and Yahshua doing that. None of those people in the congregation look ready for nothing. You know, Sakari look like they ready because they got their little swords or whatnot, but they ain't really ready, man. Them dudes is carnal. So we're going to start off first things first. And it's also going to teach you why we give, you know, you got a lot of people got a problems with that. Why we give double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, because we commanded to do that. So this is 1 Timothy 5:17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. And the elders and the apostles and elders of great millstone, they are worthy of double honors. You know, they rule well. They labor in this word and doctrine. You know, we got Pastor Harbor doing this since, what, 85? He still hits the highway and hedges. A lot of these other camps, they main dude don't go on the highway and hedges. He be in a little temple breaking down like he's some mob boss or something. You know, as you see Sakari, Alazar, his second in command deacon, they sitting in some like rulership chairs like they ruling something. Like, dude, we ain't got our glory yet. Like you can tell they just running stuff over here. They not really serious minded. None of those people in those congregations are serious minded at all, because they're not doing this thing correctly. And I can never give their people double honors because they're not worthy of that. So all praises to the Most High for giving us discernment to find the real men of the Lord to correctly teach us how to do this. You know? Because that, man, looking at those two things, man, it was like a celebration. And so when you look at it, when you go Ecclesiastes 7:2, and it says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. Those two events we seen with the house of feasting. IUIC do extravagant Passovers as well. IUSPK, they was talking about their Passover the whole time. They invite anybody in. You know, you ain't got to believe you a Hebrew Israelite. As long as you pay your little ticket, you know, they charge by the head, and then you go in, man. That's off. All the way. And it reads, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. So we're going into the house of mourning because of what? These devils, you know, these devils put our Messiah to death in the flesh on this side. And we're mourning that. We done lost ever since then. You know, so we're praying for Yahawah's return. And so when you mourning somebody, you're not in the house of feasting and mirth and festival and partying. These devils about to do cyber attacks, cut the lights off. You know, it was about to be in the beginning of sorrows. Ain't no way I could be in the house to feasting and partying. They look like club material. You might as well say they went to the club. I mean, it looked just like it. Ain't no different. You know, a concert. They up there playing a little rap music at the Passover. It's like a festival to Jake. Jake just want to party all the time, but that's not how you do the Passover. You know, I'm going to put the Apostle Elders, you know, we did ours, but I'll show you how the Apostle Elders do their Passover. I think it's 2010. I put in the comment section, you can watch how they did it. And just watch the difference, Yahshua, when you watch that. Watch the Passover, how the Apostle Elders do it, and then look at the clip we displayed. You know, I remember one year Sakari did they Passover in a club with strippers. You know, I can't be a part of that. You know, and it's supposed to be a solemn assembly. They in there with strippers. And ain't nothing solemn about that. You know, which if you like me, you know, you want to know what a solemn mean. And, you know, you look at the definition, means formal or dignified. Not cheerful or smiling. Serious. Characterized by deep sincerity. We didn't see that, man. They was in cheer, man. They all partying, dancing. They having a good time. It reminds me of that movie, The First Purge. When it's purge night, Jake got their party, and then they want to start screaming when, you know, somebody get judgment. None of those Jakes are really serious-minded. That was not a solemn assembly at all. You know, that was not serious. That was a party. That was a club. They was cheerful. Reggae music going. Other one, they got rap music going. They ain't there, man. Jake in there kicking it. Dancing. You know, chick might get up, start twerking. Doing a Passover. Man, that's craziness. So let's go get the scripture on that it's supposed to be a solemn assembly. We're going to go to Deuteronomy 16:8. And it says, 6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day shall be a solemn assembly to the Lord thy Yahawah. Thou shalt not do no work therein. So you keep it like a Shabbat. You know, people know Sabbath like a Shabbat. And you know, read verse 6, it was talking about the Passover. And it said a solemn assembly, which means we just seen the definition means serious. It said they should be seriously looking at Jacob's trouble and what's about to happen. They should be in there lacing up the precepts, building brothers and sisters' faith, and let them know what's about to happen. These devils about to roll on us. We should not be partying and stuff and being in that That spirit of mirth spirit. That's not getting ready for war. We got, man, war is coming. We supposed to be getting ready for war. And then you look at, what we did with the brothers, me and the Akim, what we did, that was a serious, that was a solemn assembly. We didn't do nothing spectacular. And see, Jake can't get with that. That weeds out the ones that's not serious. Because they'll say, oh, that's boring. Y'all boring the way y'all do it. I got to have some music, partying, all kinds of good food. Jake, they'll dismiss it. So that's one way how Yahawashi separates the serious-minded from those that just want to party and kick it. Because when you serious, you're going to buckle down over here in the house of David, which is starting to apostle elders, the great millstone, and the brothers that teach that doctrine. It's serious over here. We did a little sit down, we did a little ceremony, and, we just followed the apostle elders routine, how they did it, and did it to the best of our abilities like they do. And don't kick yourself. You can't do it right. This ain't gonna be a lot. This will do a quick one to show, like, man, we gotta thank the Lord for sending us good leadership and showing us what it looked like. Like I say, when you watch that in the comment board, apostle elders do it, look at the difference. Because that's something I looked at when I was looking at all the camps on, who I wanted to follow and learn from. And Great Millstone blew everybody out the water. Everybody else just seemed like a joke to me. I couldn't get with them. So let's go to Judges 5 and 11. Because I'm about serious business over here, man. This is salvation we talking about that's on the line. This is us getting the kingdom on the line. Being part of the first fruits. So I want to get this thing right. I ain't got time to be clapping and dancing. I left the world, man. But I wanted to get into it. I wanted to get serious. I wanted to leave the world behind. I don't want to do the same stuff I did when I was 19 and 20 and be partying, kicking it. That's over with. I'm ready to buckle down. I really take this thing seriously, as you should as well. So this is Judges 5 and 11. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So the Lord said, rehearse the righteous acts. So we're not going to get it right, all the way. And you want to know how to do the Passover. You go to Exodus chapter 12 and it gives you the rundown. Deuteronomy is like a refresher, should I say. You go to Exodus chapter 12 and it teaches you how to do the Passover. And we can't do it perfectly, so we rehearsing the righteous acts. And the apostle elders, that's the best I've ever seen. Out of all the camps in Israel, they do it the best. That's how I know through the spirit, I believe through my faith that they are the men of the Lord. So I look at these other camps and I'm like, nah, man, I could never be a part of that. Sakari look like a bunch of niggas. Like, what you need security? What you holding guns for? What it's like they just want to do things to be seen of men. They just want to put on a big elaborate show to bring in more Israelites, to bring in more money. Because I don't know about them other camps, but I know IUIC, I know that for a fact they charge to go to their Passover. So that's more money. I bet these other little 501c3 camps do it too. IUSPK, they do it too. They charge. And if they charge you money, they don't care if you're an Israelite or not. They'll say, we'll convert you. Come to our camp. And that's more money for them. And then you go in there and they put you in the spirit of, celebration and being in the spirit of in the house of feasting and kicking it. And I'm looking like, man, they're not in season. Because this devil getting ready to roll. This devil getting ready to knock down as many Israelites as he can. That should have been the time that, those camp leaders should have been talking to the congregation like, man, y'all need to get serious, buckle down, pray more, get ready. They should have been putting out edification, but it looked like that was like a concert. There was no edification going on at the Passover at all. I don't even know if they even taught anything about the Passover, why we do it. The youngest need to learn that and know that. They not doing it. It's just a party, kick it, do your little two-step, bring your old lady, we're going to feed you and we're going to kick it. And that can never get the job done for me, Yashrala. Never. Because when you in this thing sincerely, you see the troubling times coming, the perilous times coming. You see them. So we like, man, it's time to buckle down. Solemn assembly. And tell the nation to, get ready. Because here it comes. We about to go through the same thing our ancestors did back in ancient Egypt. This devil, man, he just like Pharaoh, man. He getting ready to, lay it down. The devil mad. He losing. Yahshua, we coming off this land, off the plantation. The devil's not happy about that. As you see us getting free, what's happening? This place getting broke. It's getting plagued. And these elite devils, they know why. They know why. So in their mind, like, I'm just laying them all out. They trying to, do better than Pharaoh. They trying to capitalize. I'll lay them all out. And then Jake, with these other camps, he's so set up for it. They're not built up. They're not armored up. So all they do is apply a little pressure and they will crack. Because they ain't been built up enough to deal with it. They ain't been edified enough. They don't know how serious it is. They're out of season. And that's because what? I'm going to end off with that. I'm going to end off with that. Let's go to Matthew chapter 15. End off with that because it hits it, man. It was blind leaders. It's Matthew 15 and 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. So it's time. The Most High showed those Passovers looking like parties. So you sincere brothers and sisters in this truth, that's watching this lesson now can see that and do a comparison. And then you can do what this precept said. Let them alone, especially if you camp hopping. A lot of Israelites do that. They'll watch this camp, watch that camp, watch them all. And that just makes you diluted. So now it's time to get serious, man. It's time to leave them other camps alone. Leave them other, blind Israelite leaders alone. They're no good. Because what the Most High say, blind lead the blind, you fall into a ditch. They gonna get you knocked off. This is about to happen. And you can vividly see that. Especially that, I don't know what camp that was, that first clip. It looked like GOCC. I could be wrong. It looked like, it wasn't IUSPK. It was some camp. They got reggae music going. Wasn't none of them. You just tell wasn't none of them, filled with the truth. They did some worldly Israelites. Got reggae music playing. Man, I'd have had to go talk to that leader about that. Like, hey, man, what is this? This is nothing like the past. Nah, man. This ain't it. I'd have left right then and there if I was in one of them camps. Something like that I'd have leave on that note. So I just want to put that out. Make sure you check the comment board to see the Apostle Elders Passover, how they did it, because that's the blueprint we used. And just check the difference. Check the difference, Yahshua. You can see a difference with the one we did. Me and my Akim. How we did ours. We sat down, we talking, it was serious. This is not a laughing matter. This devil was getting ready to come. So with that being said, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. And I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah. And stay locked on this truth. Because Yahawashi is quickly on the way. Shalom.